Alrighty. Hello everyone. I'm just gonna give the stream a minute to pick up, start up, the whole shebang. Gonna launch Spotify real quick. Okay. Stream audio is Gucci. Everything is good. We are back. It's been a little over a week. I know. I apologize. To the people watching on Twitch, I appreciate you guys as well. Everything is going to be, we're balling. Things are going. Alrighty. I think everything is pretty much a-okay right now. My chat is up and running. Good morning, gamers. Good morning, Bax. Good morning, everybody. Alrighty. As you guys can see, there's quite some information on my screen right now. And we are going to go over every single thing that people see on screen. But first things first, I'm going to very softly put on the Spotify playlist. So there's a bit of background music, and people can be serenaded with a soft touch of music. Alrighty. So over here. Just quickly making sure, can people hear the Spotify music? Pretty sure everybody can, but I'm just making sure that people can. Because I got so much to cover, and I am hella excited about the future of Phase 4. Now, I know typically there's like a 5-minute, 10-minute intro waiting for me to start up, but I decided today to forego that and dive right into that content pipeline, because there's so much to cover. So you guys can hear the music. That's good. I'll increase the volume a tiny bit. I don't want it to be too much. I just want it to be background music so people have something to listen to during the dull moments, the deathly silence in the background. But good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody all around the world. I know I've got viewers in Europe, Australia, Asia, the US. So thank you everybody for showing up today. Now, Phase 4's PTR launched last week, and I know many people were excited about it. I was too. I still am. But when it launched, everybody was kind of mildly on edge, is a good way to say it, because it was finally time for some new content. Content we've dreamed about, content we've been waiting for, content that's just been on the back of our mind for so long. And we now have it, but there is good news and bad news to every situation. And in today's case, the bad news isn't, well, it's not actually bad news if I'm being honest. The main problem is that the PTR in Phase 4 is very likely 8 weeks long and 8 weeks away. And that is a strenuous amount of time for a lot of people, their guild, communities, whatever you want to call it, however you want to put it. I know Phase 4 will recover, everyone's going to be happy, people are going to be fine, dandy, whatever you want to call it. But in the short term, 8 weeks is a long time, especially if Sardis is your main game. And if Sardis is still your main game at this point, god damn, you have stamina. At least in comparison to me. Because god damn, I could not. I actually haven't played very much SOD lately. I still research it, I deep dive it, I talk about it, I discuss it. My whole channel is mostly about SOD. So I'm not exactly sure what the plan is, but with the War Within being in August, I'm not saying we have 6 more weeks of Phase 4, of Phase 3's PTR. But Phase 4 is at a bare minimum July 11th. Because if Agron on purpose let that misinformation happen, which would be very funny, mind you, it would crack me the fuck up. Because he said first few weeks of PTR, and then we just get Phase 4. And that would be a funny thing for him to do, it would throw people off. It would be very much like, goddamn, Agron baited everybody. Bait and switched. But I do think at a bare minimum, we are looking at 4 weeks. 4 weeks isn't a long time, but that's July 11th, July 18th time frame. So it'd give a month of Phase 4 to the War Within's launch. Now the issue is, I don't think as many people as they thought were going to jump from Classic to retail. So I don't think they're comparing them anymore. I think they've realized, and I think the data analytics is back then. I think at this point it's just well, shit, we miscalculated. Classic players don't actually want to play retail, and that's fine. I'm happy with that decision. I'm thankful they finally pulled the goddamn trigger on that and separated the game's player bases, because they are separate. The interconnected game modes are fun to play. I actually enjoy WoW Remix. I'm going to play the War Within. But the moment Phase 4 comes out, Phase 5, Phase 6, Classic Plus, Season of Mystery, Recovery, whatever you want to call it afterwards, I'm going to drop the War Within and retail and immediately dive into Classic. And among Revenants, still playing Son of the Dead World, Lava Lash, NA every day and loving it. I'm happy for you, brother. I hope everybody enjoys SOD still. I'm going to get back on and start leveling some alts soon. I need to get a couple tunes leveled up and caught back up. Yeah, no, there's plenty of new like recover mechanics, and they're not hurting Exo. There's over 8 million subscribers. My concern is how many of the subscribers are playing multiple game modes, and what is Blizzard's actual plans? Or in this case, what is Microsoft's plan? Because I don't know what the plan is. I think I do, but I have no fucking clue what these MBAs are thinking. But the way I view it is, July 11th is the earliest date we're getting Phase 4. So I'll just write that down real quick. But they are definitely giving more deals and sales. It's a very Microsoft strategy. Starve out your competition because we have more money to blow. And I don't think that works in the MMO space. But it might bring back people that quit years ago. But a Final Fantasy 14 player isn't going to stop playing Final Fantasy 14 when Final Fantasy 14 is good and has players just to play WoW. Most MMO players are very dead set, determined, and singular, like they're singular-minded, singularly focused on their content. There's none of this jumping back and forth situation for most MMO players. Any of my friends that play Final Fantasy 14 only play Final Fantasy 14. All my friends that play WoW only play WoW. Most people don't have the time to play multiple MMOs. But nonetheless, I went on a mild tangent. I apologize. Getting back on topic. Today's topics is a lot of stuff. I don't know if people have watched my latest news video, my newscast simulation bullshit video. It's very enjoyable. I actually quite enjoy making those. They're very fun. But if you have watched them, you'll know that I went into very mild detail about all the points on this list right here. But now I see my stream quality is mildly struggling. I will fix that. I apologize. I have Lumina and my camera is set to 4K right now. And I realized that having my camera set to 4K, that's better. That is probably going to fix the unstable stream element that's happening in the background. I apologize, everybody. Nice and bright. You can see my face and my details, my beautiful porous skin. I just shaved. Anyways, we have so much to deep dive. Every single tier set. This one isn't necessarily new. This isn't data mine. I just have this open on screen for the time being while I talk about the others. Arenas. Goddamn, arenas in Classic. Who would have fucking thought? New world boss. The sandworm. Lisan al-Gaib. we are going to be cooking in such a beautiful system. A new world boss is amazing in my opinion. I fucking love it. I think it's amazing. Matthias, nothing about Timbermore as of now. But I will go through all the files together with people on stream, and we can go look over and see if there's anything Timbermore related that maybe I missed, but I don't think there is. New buffs. Hunter's tier set has a new mechanic where, if you guys take a look at this, is that 4 set. While tracking a creature type, you deal 3% increased damage to that creature. And this affects, let me go down a bit so you guys can see. Here we go. 3% damage. So those Slayer buffs are all part of the Hunter tier. I made a mistake. It's not a separate unique world buff. It's all tied to the Hunter tier set. But there's also a new world buff, the Wandering Resolve. And the Wandering Resolve is amazing. It's a big dick world buff. And thank you, Among. I appreciate that. On top of that, the buff meta. We have the Dragon Slayer buff, Wanderer's buff, DMF, Diamol, Songflower. And that's assuming there's no other world buff that stacks. Because there's so many world buffs coming that it's like, I'm kind of worried. I don't like world buff meta. Even though we have Chrono Boon, I still am not a fan of it. But then we have new incursions, aka destinations. And what the fuck is a destination? Now, I'm going to be telling you all, destinations are the new incursions, or at least it's a new system. It may not be an incursion. They may have scrapped the incursion system and done something new, aka destinations. But what the fuck is it? What are they cooking? I'm curious. We have new challenges. The Stratholm puzzle, as well as what other old dungeons are they changing? What are they adding to the game? What is coming? What is new? What isn't new? I am genuinely curious. I did think about that North area. I actually thought about that, and I even said that it might be tied to the Warlock system. But it's so specifically worded that I think it is a new incursion, or at least a new kind of system. Hey Maddie, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. No, that's not even a Twitch Prime. That's just a raw subscription. You a real one, Maddie. Thank you very much. I appreciate that sub. Thank you. Still don't have a community name, but thank you. If they take 4 more weeks, then they better have the most stuff figured out and smooth launch. This is World of Warcraft you're talking about. I mean, the launches have been smooth lately. Not counting Cataclysm. Cataclysm's launch was kind of... Let's not talk about it. But Warcraft's launches have been relatively smooth. Hopefully there's no game-breaking bug that pisses off 80% of the population because they couldn't farm 1,000 gold within 10 hours. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. My sub is about to cancel till phase 4. My sub is about up, so may cancel till phase 4 like most others I play with. Elden Ring DLC will be my game for next few weeks, but looking forward to phase 4 for sure. Honestly, look, Blizzard, don't blacklist me for this, but this is honest feedback. If WoW is not fun right now, play a different game mode or cancel. You control what companies do with your wallets. And like, I am a Blizzard shill because I am a Blizzard content creator, but I also play WoW. Like, I don't actually have time to play any other game. That does suck to say a bit, but like, my gaming time is so limited that I don't actually have time to game. So would people be interested in watching me play Elden Ring out of curiosity? Because I haven't played a Souls-like since Bloodborne. So I could maybe do an Elden Ring playthrough, but like, I am terrible at Souls games. I'm not very good at them. But maybe I'll do it. Maybe it'll be like a bonus stream. Patreon content. I don't fucking know. But I'll think about it. But play Elden Ring. It's amazing. World buff should wipe off when you enter raid. 1,000, 10,000, 20,000% agree. I fucking hate world buffs. I don't think world buffs should be part of the meta. It's just not fun. It's one of the least fun. It's one of the least fun parts about, in my opinion, classic WoW. Argentina and Australia united by the WoW phase 4 hype. Dude, we're all united. I'm just saying, I've seen so many more people come out of the woodworks to say phase 4 is hype. But at the same time, people are saying they're excited for phase 4 and they can't wait for it, but everyone's canceling their sub while waiting because 8 weeks wait time is it's kind of obscene, so I understand it. So will there be a PvP arena? Zlatko? That's an interesting question, and it's like I haven't found it, but I have found mentions of a new arena location. But what the fuck is it? Where is it? How is it? The issue with that arena location is that it doesn't make sense. It's just arena location. So what does that fucking mean? And I think it might be a test thing. I don't know if it's like a leftover test location. I don't know if it's actually going to be coming to in-game files for players to see and go to. It might be part of their internal testing. But yeah, there probably is an arena location. I think they should go all in on world buffs. However, they should make them persist through death and non-dispellable. You need the flame protection world buff for MC. True, that is an interesting point. Again, no matter how they do it, world buff should not be a-dispellable. They should persist through death, and they should last 2 hours across the board. Flat 2 hours. And world buff should auto chrono boon, and then you should click to unlock your world buffs by hand. You shouldn't have to manually go through the chrono boon process. Controversial, for my opinion. Either remove them or make it easier, because getting them isn't fun. It's not a challenge. It's boring and just takes time. And hey, Sky, world buffs are fun for sure. It's just the system behind it is not as fun, in my opinion. I was hyped when the PTR came out, then they absolutely killed the hype with an even further launch delay. That is true, Kenneth. Like I said earlier in the stream, they've delayed phase 4 for at a bare minimum 4 weeks. 4 weeks bare minimum. And gaming fan, I might play Elden Ring. I'll see. That would be, actually, if one person could chrono boon the whole raid, it would be the most amazing system. If they make somebody's chrono boon raid wide, holy fucking shit, that would be amazing. That is baller in my opinion. I don't know if they could code that into the system though. Like, I don't know if that's actually codable or would work. That would be interesting, Drobniak. Like a scaling world buff system. But again, you guys have to realize that as much as these ideas are all cool, is the dev team going to prioritize this? Because most people are pretty ambivalent towards world buffs and they'll just go and do it. I like the idea of world buffs. I don't like the execution. People are just very ambivalent and like they complain about them and dislike them, but at the same time, they're just going to go get them anyways. You don't really have much of a choice. So I don't think the devs are going to put much manpower or effort into fixing the world buff situation. Unpopular opinion, ganking someone with world buffs must be one of those things you're really going to remember whether you get ganked or gank someone else. Is that ganking or griefing though? That's a whole different conversation, guys. I do agree with it, but like, it should be punishable, but only on a PvP server. But at the same time, like, it's the world buff question is, they're good on paper, and there should be a punishment for the power you have. But man, I just don't feel like it's well executed. That's all I'm saying. Oh yeah, Sergeant, there is a vendor now. And runes are very likely going to be bind on account going forward. So once you get on one character, you can send it to an alt. So I don't know if every rune is going to be bind on account. That is the thing that, like, the data mining hasn't revealed it yet. Corlock, if you have a personal private server, please let me know. I need to get some cinematic footage so badly about Classic. But I can't get those cinematic shots because I don't have admin privileges. So if you could give me access to your private server for my fucking videos, it would be heaven sent. Get in my Discord and please, like, let's get together. I need some flying footage of like cinematics of like MC and like all that stuff where like you're hovering through the air. goddamn, you would make my video quality skyrocket. But yeah, they're very likely, when it does come to world buffs, they're fixing world buffs across the board. World buffs are not world buffs, runes. Runes are going to be easier to get, more accessible, and not a fucking pain in your ass. They've learned from how many people stopped making alts, the harder world buffs, the harder runes became to get. Yeah, bro, Talonia's Light Hope repack. Is that how people do private servers? Someone who's good with private servers, DM me on Discord after stream. I don't want to talk about it too much on stream. Again, Blizzard, you know, all that stuff. But I would like to get cinematic footage and like admin footage of the game for my videos and my content, because I feel like that would make the content easier for everybody to digest. But like DM me on Discord, someone that has the I appreciate that. Sky, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the family, brother. It's pretty easy, a complete noob setting up that stuff. Okay, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Oh yeah, if you're on a PvP server, you are not having fun. Just so everybody realizes, there is so much content in Blackrock Mountain, you are fucked. UBRS and LBRS on top of BRD second half, Molten Core, and then the Blackrock Eruption event just outside. All these dungeons have extra bosses now. There are new bosses, new puzzle mechanics, new loot, new runes. If you're on a PvP server, you are not going to have fun. It is going to be abysmal. If you are a griefer or a ganker, it's going to be fun. If you're just trying to raid or like enjoy life, transfer to a PvE server right now. Re-level, transfer off, whatever you can do, because you're fucked come phase 4. They've added so much content to the Blackrock Mountain area. Rest in peace. If you played on a PvP server back in 2019, you'll remember. I'm gonna say one thing about the classic player base. Everyone says they like PvP. If you like PvP, why is every goddamn classic progression server 99.9% Horde or Alliance? From like TBC onwards, not counting Globulus. If y'all liked fair PvP, y'all would have kept PvP fair. Y'all are bullshitters. I'm saying it, nobody actually likes PvP like that. Everyone says they do, but the amount of bitching that was involved when they said they were going to merge the two biggest Horde and Alliance 99.9% servers, everyone's like, no, don't do that, don't do that. I don't want actually PvP. I'm just saying, it's fucking suspicious. Especially on Crusader Strike Alliance, so many guilds are leaving because of the obvious grief that's going to happen. I don't blame them. I'm a mage fire. I'm going to be exploiting people on Molten Core. Thank you very much, Corlock. You're a real G. I'll check that out after stream. I wish they added heroic difficulty to the dungeons of MC. Actually, that's something I found. Very mild data mining. Heroic dungeons. What does heroic dungeons mean? I don't think it's actually implemented. I think it's a leftover from this new test puzzle system. But it does look like there will be heroic dungeons in the future. I don't think there's going to be heroic dungeons in Season of Discovery, at least not in Phase 4. I think it might be left over for a further season or later phases. But there is heroic dungeons. At least in the work to a degree. I don't know what they're planning or cooking with that, but heroic dungeons are kind of there. Kind of not, kind of there. It's iffy, if that makes sense. It's kind of iffy. Working on my 4th level 85, already have 3 where they only have 1 or 2 upgrades out of heroic raids. 4th getting close, might swap to going to GDKPs. Sucks GDKPs is gone and sold for alt. That's a fair point. GDKPs were good for alt and getting gold on your mains or your secondary alt when you're fully geared. It is bad for the economy and player base though. The Cataclysm is actually, I even said this in my video, everyone that said Cataclysm was going to die, we were wrong. More people have missed Cataclysm than people were willing to admit, and Cataclysm is doing very fine as of this moment. So So I'm just going to be upfront and say I was wrong. Cataclysm is not a dead game. Cataclysm is going to die. I'm going to be very upfront. Cataclysm will die, but that's because Mr. Pandaria is coming out in 10 months, I think. 11 months left? 10 months? 11 months? So, but Cataclysm is doing fine. Phase 2 of Cataclysm is not going to do well because Dragon Soul is going to a large portion of the population. But Phase 1 is going to be great. People are going to enjoy the shit out of it and play the shit out of it. I have 5k on my mate, I don't know what to do with it. Give me some of the gold. I could use gold in Classic, Sod, and Horde Crusader Strike. Please donate. I am fucking poor. In-game. I'm doing quite fine for myself, thankfully. Oh, sorry, I meant Phase 3. Firelands is fine, but Phase 3, like Dragon Soul, is going to be... GDK is a reason to play your main and a way for your main to benefit you. We don't have many other reasons currently. That is true. If GDK was around, Phase 3 would still be popular-ish because gold. But it would also inflate and kill the economy further than it's already fucking entered. With the amount of 0.5 armor sets, it might just be an armor token, boss at the end of every dungeon via puzzle, a specific kill order, etc. See, I do agree with that, Exo. That is something my data mining is kind of struggling with, is because data mining doesn't work how people think, where you unlock the files, you go in, and you find old information. Data mining is literally finding a singular goddamn ability, and the ability's name being, for example, I'm going to show you guys one. Diplomatic immunity can be used while dead, unaffected by invulnerability, persist through death. Apply aura, force reputation, horde. Diplomatic immunity is war mode. So diplomatic immunity means you cannot be ganked or attacked on a PvP server. Is this actually going to be in-game? Are they enabling war mode where you can enable diplomatic immunity as an alliance player? And there's a horde version of this as well, where you get the alliance. It gives you force reputation alliance, force reputation horde. Right here. I'm going to zoom in. Force reputation horde, first reputation alliance. Diplomatic immunity. This is war mode. So it's a system and a situation where this is coming to Classic. This is in the files. What does this actually mean, though? This is why I can't just look at every single item and pull up every single item out of the files and the systems. Because this is in 1.153. It's added in patch Season of Discovery. So diplomatic immunity is coming. How is it coming? When is it coming? Why is it coming? So I wanted to put this in my video, but I didn't put it in my video because I wasn't sure how to make it work. Because it's a system, I think it's cool, but I would have been straight up lying and bullshitting if I brought this up, because this might be tied to the arena system, or this might be tied to PvP to make the horde be able to queue with alliance. Either way I look at it, I couldn't just say war mode's coming. I mean, I could have done it for clickbait. It would have got me a lot of views. But I try not to clickbait. I don't like clickbaiting, I'm not going to lie. Clickbait makes me feel bad. Anyways, my son is at my door real quick. Alrighty. So now, will diplomatic immunity save PvP servers? I don't know. Daniel's got a good point. Does this make it so that Horde can have shamans? Horde can have paladins and Alliance can have shamans. If you pick the class and activate diplomatic immunity, does it remove you from the faction system? But you see the little dynamic problems with it. So much of the game is so coded weirdly that a simple ability like this can be affected or attached to 9 different systems. I already have the arena victory. Yeah, that's right here. So that's the Straton puzzle one spawned with Astral Victory. I gotta zoom out. I zoomed in too much. So here we have Astral Victory. 0 flawless duels without defeat against Khonshu. I think Astral Perfect Victory is part of STV Part 3. And then you have Arena Victory, which is just raw Arena Victory. It's also part of a quest. Quest start 8284124. So like I said, I've got a lot of files opened here to deep dive with people. I'm not going to go into it yet because, I mean, honestly, fuck it. Let's ball. Let's actually just deep dive it. So, there is, like, Druids can now get Crusader, the enchant, on their character, on their weapons, which is interesting that that's now, like, it works on Druids. Crusader now works on Druids. There's a lot of really cool things here. Like for Hunters, you know, Resourcefulness, Crimson Tempest, like a lot of abilities. Through Swipe, Lyra, Mark of Chaos. But I'm not going to go through every ability right here. I'm going to go through the abilities that I have personally data mined. It could be that, Gavin. It could be part of the PvE or VP events. I'm not sure how they're going to implement it correctly. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the diplomatic immunity. Oh yeah, there's a whole new, like, I found this in the game files and it fucking cracks me up. Josh's general phase and zone aura update instant. This one fucking cracks me up because what the fuck is this place? It affects the whole zone. It's a global effect. So this is resilience, I think, where when you go into PvP, it enables a whole system on top of you. And rage pots are still warrior only, I think. I'm not sure. Not yet, Joel. I'll check again later, but not yet. And you know, Paul, people will fucking riot if they can't gank people or grief people. Like, they'll straight up lose their goddamn minds. I'd find it hilarious, but they would lose their goddamn minds. So, this general, like, phase thing, it's a new thing. And so, Squire despawn, Righteous Vengeance, Flag tracking. So, Josh's effect, this event is part of Flag. It's part of tracking, like, where the flag moves. So, this is like a capture the flag system. So, this is, in my opinion, I think this is about, I'm pretty sure this is an updated version of the Resilience Aura. I think this is the Resilience Aura updated for Phase 4. That's what I think Josh's general phase and zone aura update is. If I had to be honest, I think this is just the Resilience Aura updated or carried forward. But then, like I said, you have flag tracking. And it's part of a flag tracking quest, which is kind of interesting. Oh yeah, this is something I found. Molten Obsidian Core proc effect. Molten Obsidian Core. You destroy an item called the Molten Obsidian Core, which is a 10-minute timer. And then it creates a Sooty Obsidian Core. Then when you use it, it creates another item, but that item is hidden and I can't find what that item is. I'm pretty sure this is part of the Blackrock Eruption event, where it shoots into the sky, 100 of these falls down, you have to go gather them, and whichever group gets the most wins. I don't know, because Blackrock Eruption, so molten obsidian cores go flying through the sky, falls down, people then go and grab the obsidian cores, you have to shoot them off, you get the gem underneath it, and then the gems are turned in for currency, I think. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but the Blackrock Eruption event has this part of it. right above my head. Where the fuck is it? Right there. And it's interesting. So I'm curious what people think about this. And it has like the same icon as a weight stone, but makes me wonder what it's part of. So it's interesting, but I don't know what the reward is. Also, this one cracks me up. Who the fuck is the Epoch Ender? But no, do you know what this is? I'm pretty sure this is Caverns of Time. I'm pretty sure the Epoch Ender is Caverns of Time. So I could personally say that they may be adding Caverns of Time to the game. Teleport player to the Epoch Ender. That kind of sounds Bronze Dragonfly to me. Does it not? Tell me if I'm wrong here. But teleport to the Epoch Ender sounds like a Caverns of Time system. Caverns of Time, Bronze Dragonfly. It feels like they're setting up for us traveling back in time or to the future or whatever to experiment or just feel different. Yeah, that's what I thought. Infinite time flight. So this feels like it's a boss, and I feel like we're going to be getting the exactly Corlock. You're 100% correct. So this might be part of the Black Morass instance, because Black Morass was already in Classic. That was already finished in Classic itself. So I'm curious about this. I don't want to speak factually on what this is, but I think it's baller. I think it's really cool. I mean, for fuck's sake, separate Classic from Retail. The story is long gone. Let's do Classic Plus, alternate storyline. We never become Grand Champion, Crusader, Lord, Protector, Master of the Universe, Defeater of Sargeras bullshittery. I want to be Bumfuck Adventurer 3, who collects 10 bear asses for some fucking copper. Don't give me this world like, champion, Azeroth needs you. No, the fuck she doesn't. I shouldn't be the protector of fucking Azeroth. That should be some named characters. In the vanilla storyline, do you guys know how many people seized Ahn'Qiraj? It was like 5,000 fucking adventurers attacked Ahn'Qiraj at the same time. 5,000 adventurers. You know in Retail how many people took down fucking what's the guy's name? The Soul of Argus. It was 25 adventurers. 25 adventurers defeated the fucking, like, Argus, the death fucking titan. Or the soul of, I forget the story exactly. 5,000 adventurers sieged down Ahn'Qiraj. 25 adventurers essentially sealed Sargeras away. Like, I want to go back to being, oh, hey, Jim, you also part of the Siege of Karazhan? Yeah, I'm part of Wave 2. I hope I survive. Like, that's what I want. I don't want to be champion. I feel like it takes away from the world and the universe. We shouldn't be relevant to the story. It should be like we should literally be going outside the gates of Karazhan crypts and being told, "Adventurer, you're part of Excavation 72. Let's hope you don't die as fast. Good luck in there." That should be the law. That's my opinion. Whatever. The shadowy figure of Xal'atath. Harmon. The shadowy figure of Xal'atath. We already know for a fact that Xal'atath. It's pretty much been proven at Xal'atath. It's Xal'atath. The shadowy figure of Xal'atath. They're back-ending Xal'atath into the storyline. So she's like being written back into the game as if she was there from the beginning. Ah yeah, bonus difficulty. So, this was the dungeon thing I was talking about. this isn't part of the raid. This is part of dungeon. So you remember when I said that we have the heat mechanic, which increases the heat resistance necessary to even be in the raid? But before I discuss this, let me explain the Xalatath. So the Night Elf side quest with the Night Elf Separatists is meant to, in my opinion, set up Hyjal and the Night Elf Separatists. We're meant to siege the Barrow Dens, deal with the Wardens, as well as deal with the Night Elf Separatists who don't want to be part of the Alliance. And so there's a whole storyline there, whole faction conflict and all of that stuff. But that's not anytime soon. That might even be a next season thing. Matthias? I said it correctly, so why did my suddenly brain discorrect your name? I'm pretty sure that's for a future season or a future phase or whatever you want to call it. I don't think that is for Season of Discovery. At least not the culmination of that storyline. Because Hyjal is so far out, but that would lead to Hyjal. That storyline would lead to Hyjal. But continuing on, update bonus difficulty. So, updating bonus difficulty. What the fuck does that mean? This is for dungeons. Can only target the player, ignore target requirements, radius 50,000 yards. The entire dungeon location would be harder. And I'm pretty sure this increases health and like effects. It's a script effect, which I can't figure out what the script itself does. Because that's not in the game. That's not in the files. But it's there. Bonus difficulty. Same time. What do you mean ride a time flip? How can you compare a world live event to a raid? What the fuck? I don't get what you're saying in that question. I don't think they're using Xalatath to connect it to retail as much as they're connecting the storyline and fixing it across the board. Because Chris Metzen has to approve or disapprove the storyline across the board. So if he doesn't say yes, they can't do it. Chris Metzen has complete narrative control over all of Warcraft. So if Chris doesn't say yes, it's not happening. I'm gonna get a fucking heart attack. But no, it's just part of the overarching, like, culminating storyline situation. And there's no, like, grand conspiracy to make people go. It's just to make the storyline make more sense. But as you can see, update bonus difficulty then ties into the Stratholme puzzle aura. And the Stratholme puzzle aura is essentially a culmination of you have to beat the harder version of a dungeon to unlock the new puzzle. And then the puzzle unlocks the spawn challenge, which unlocks this guy right here. The revered champion. He has gear from, that's the paladin shoulder, tier 3 warrior shoulder. That is several different armor sets combined. So the revered champion is some Giga Chad and Stratholme, which you summon once you complete heroic Stratholme. I don't know how they're going to implement this. I haven't been able to figure it out. Stratholme puzzle aura. It's like, this is all we have. 5-second cast time. And I know people don't want heroic versions of raids or dungeons, but the files are in game. So, yeah, rank 13 shoulder. Tier 3 pauldron. I don't know what helm that one is. It's got tier 3 legs. The dreadnought legs. I think that's the tier 3 belt. I don't know what gloves those are. I think they're leather gloves. But this guy is still summoned in Stratholme. So Stratholme puzzle aura. I'll show you why he's summoned. Where is it? Right here. The spawn challenge. Summon revered champion. So I know this question is off topic, but which dungeons are gonna be changed? Any completely new? they're not changing any dungeon per se. They are adding to dungeons, but no dungeon is being changed per Gower. But they are adding new content to all dungeons. So all dungeons will have extra stuff, but nothing will be brand new. There are supposed data mined bigger changes, like reworked older dungeons, but I don't know the verifiability of those. Yeah, but this is a new boss. He's called the Revered Champion. He's the only person in the game with this file. He's a rare elite, so he has the same like thing as a dungeon boss. So there may be new dungeons in the future, or remade dungeons further down the line. But as of right now, there's only regular dungeons and maybe heroic dungeons. Because of this bonus difficulty. This is tied to dungeons and not raids. It could be Daniel. So I like I'm saying, the storyline is kind of wonky. But like we've already found the Epoch Ender, which means there is some Taverns of Time stuff happening in game. So we know there's Taverns of Time content. Taverns of Time. That's actually a really cool idea. We know there's Caverns of Time content in Season of Discovery. At least they experimented with it. Is it coming to Phase 4? Maybe not, but it's there in the files. So it could be what you're saying, Daniel, but I don't know what they're going to do. And yeah, technically this guy, the Stratholm puzzle aura, could be for runes. It could be about the rings or like the ring slots. It's not unsurprising. I wouldn't say it's out of the question. I could absolutely see that being the case. And Daniel was saying a culling of Strat and Caverns of Time, bonus boss, etc. So because of that, he's saying that we're going to get like new dungeons with based off incursion technology, like redone dungeons, for example. And the reason he's saying that is because of this. Teleport to the Epoch Ender. Completely new NPC, not on any version of the game. Caverns of Time content. And let me read some things. Somebody was saying level 75 secret agents that stalk players in SOD. I've seen that, I think. I don't remember off the top of my head, Corlock, but I think I have seen that. And that is, it's interesting situation because they've been setting up some Twilight like culmination. If everybody remembers Phase 1, when they accidentally enabled the fucking the void event, where massive tendrils spawn on the Barrens and then you have the faceless ones appear, that's new content. But that hasn't been revealed yet. So that's an event they made, accidentally enabled, and then turned right the fuck back off. So there's still extra content in the game that we have no fucking clue about. In retail, Daltath is collecting old god fragments. Maybe in Solid, she sucks us all out of Cthulhu when we beat him, and that causes the timeline to break or something. It could be. It would be interesting. But I don't know if they're going to do anything like that. I don't think they're going to change the storyline for Season of Discovery. They also enabled it on hardcore, killing players. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't know about that. That's an interesting thing, Corlock. Thank you. Might be a future video angle right there. And I'll get to the Hunter buff, Willem, but the Hunter buff is just Hunters, when you target a mob, you get 3% buff against that kind of mob. Seems like Phase 3 wasn't a big hit, the other phases were. No, Phase 3 was a failure. They've already registered Phase 3 as a failure. It's a write-off. Phase 3 is essentially a fail. Phase 4 is so packed. Phase 3 is Warlords of Draenor. Phase 4 is Legion. That's the best way I can describe it. They've abandoned Phase 3 to make Phase 4 amazing. But now we are moving on to arenas. Astral Perfect Victory. 0 flawless duels without defeat against Khonshu. So, the arena system may be a PvE system. Phase 4 is not the end, by the way, Pearl. Phase 4 is the beginning of Sod's ending phase, but phase 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however long it goes, it's going to keep going past phase 4 until post Nax, and after Nax will be Karazhan Crypts, I think, because RTS will open Karazhan Crypts, and then you get to go into the crypts, etc. That's what they're going to do. That's what's happening. I'm telling her, clip me, quote me, fucking do it. After we defeat Kalpazar and you finish RTS, RTS will unlock Karazhan Crypts. I'm saying it right here, right now. It's facts. Karazhan Crypts comes with RTS. It's the phase after. I'm saying it. Like, I don't know who to actually bet against. Like, who am I bet? Everyone wants this. I don't know why I was acting so aggressive. This isn't some mystery like, oh no, we don't want this, Eben. Why would you say that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I said it like that. I apologize. But the arena system, going back onto this is, okay. Oh, sorry, Pearl. Yeah, I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So I have, like, I stream on both platforms. So sometimes I'll just be reading off people's names. But yeah, hey, anime man, welcome to the stream, my friend. But so overall, across the board, the arena system is kind of wonky, and it's unexplained. There is a PvE element to it and a PvP element to it. So I'm kind of confused what they're going to do here. Oh yeah. Sorry, I know a lot about WoW. Like, I've been playing World of Warcraft for 18 years. So I'll just casually drop some character or creature's name and expect people to follow along. I apologize about that. ZNZA, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the family, brother. I appreciate you. Or sister. Welcome. Yeah, I can name so much. I am addicted to World of Warcraft, and I can't fucking quit. Because every time I quit, they release a version of the game I want to come back to. Classic Fresh is on the fucking horizon. I'm going to be playing Classic Fresh. There is no universe in which I don't play Classic Fresh. I'm too fucking addicted to this game. And like, I'm stuck. Fucking stuck. There's no freedom for me. There's no escape. Like, and then there's gonna be Classic Plus. The War Within's probably really good now. Like, it's over. I can't get out. They got me. I'm hostage. But anyways, apologies. I want Karazhan and Kara Crypt as a raid. Kara was so fun in TBC. It was. I loved Karazhan as a raid. Just because of the incompetence of the devs, I would bet against that happening, Eben. Or should I say incompetence of Blizzard? The devs are fine, Blizzard is incompetent. But is it Blizzard's fault? Is it Activision's fault? Is it Microsoft's fault? Everyone's incompetent. Make a good fucking game. That's all I want. But anyways, getting back on track. Astral Perfect Victory, followed by the Arena Victory, which is two separate things. The Astral Perfect Victory is a PvE event, but Arena Victory is PvP. So the moment you kill the person, you immediately win. Server-side script. The only way I'd quit well is my wife sold my PC. Yeah, that's fair, honestly. My wife sold my PC, what am I meant to do? It's kind of like a, well, shit, guys, goodbye, I guess. Dylan, pretty much. But there's two arenas, I think. Yeah, true. But can I make content on a shitty PC? That's a different question. I've played for several years too, but I still have no clue. I'm so like deep in the ecosystem that I just know too much that I start confusing names and shit, and I sound retarded when I do that. But overall, I'm just too deep in the system. But so essentially, we have the arenas and the PvPvE. Khonshu. Who is Khonshu? Actually, I'm curious. If I type Khonshu. That's just the character. Khonshu, World of Warcraft. Khonshu, NPC. Khonshu, the Night Traveler. Interesting. Added in patch 1.153 Season of Discovery. Look what I just found. Interesting. This is brand fucking new. This is who you're fighting for this Astral Perfect Victory. This isn't STV Part 3. This is fucking Encourage. This is Silithus. I'm off to work. Thanks for the chat, Eben. Have a good day. Have a good day, Paul. I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you. Okay. Khonshu, interesting. The actual game files, Dylan. They're all in-game files. So the issue is, just because something's in the game file doesn't make it 100%. But it's in the game files, which makes it accurate. Rare Elite uncategorized. Interesting. We are unlocking Uldum. Yeah, the Encourage mobs in Baron. It could be connected to that. I do think it is connected to that. We might be unlocking Uldum, but I don't know if we're unlocking Uldum. Because this is interesting. This actually makes me want to now go back. Omni Diffusion Armor, Transiting Realities. What the fuck is Transiting Realities? You cannot fight or be damaged while transiting between realities. The new incursion to confirm. I said it. The destinations. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of fucking things it triggers on you. So, alright. Is destinations an incursion? Fuck, I was on PvP, but now I'm on a different fucking topic. Do I go back to PvP or do I talk about the incursion systems now? I'm just gonna write this down real quick. It did say some of it would be fake. That is true. But, I just want to see. Higher power, recover mana, humanoid slain. Interesting buff. Increases damage dealt to that's the hunter buff. You can now take damage during divine protection and its duration is increased by 50%, but it only reduces damage you take by 50%. Oh shit, they removed Bubble! Bubble is gone! So 50% damage reduction, 50% increased duration. Well, rest in peace, Paladins. You can't spin a flag forever now. Huh. Interesting. Escort complete. Oh, this is the global effect for like the account-wide effect for. No, what the fuck is this for? Yeah, 95% of data mine stuff does end up being real, so I wouldn't be surprised if all of this shit is real. Escort complete. Epoch's end. Is this a weapon? So we know there's teleport, Epoch Ender, and then Epoch's End. It's an ability from something. There's so many new things, you guys have no fucking clue. It's... Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this in my video. Create Thorium Brotherhood contract. This was something part of a different system. And next, pretty much, yeah, arenas are coming. Whether they make it in phase 4 or not is different. But like coming back to here. So I'll come back to this. Remind me to come back to the Thorium Brotherhood contract. Actually, I'm gonna cover it right now. I'm already off topic. They said they were tweaking all previous professions and like reputation grinds. So the Create Thorium Brotherhood contract is an interesting new system added to the game. I'm curious what the long-term effects of this is, or what the actual mechanic is. Is it kind of like it's a daily, I'm pretty sure. Thorium Brotherhood daily. So you can grind reputation easier. I'll add that. And welcome to the stream, my welcome to the stream, Zero. Fuck the incursions. People may be unhappy with incursions, but they're very clearly part of the game. And it doesn't look like they're abandoning them. It looks like they're carrying them forward. Create item Thorium Brotherhood contract. This item begins a quest. Bound in dark iron wiring. Oh, this is just for the Sulfuran. Okay, this is the updated Sulfuran. I'm stupid. Never mind. Yep, apologies. I went too far in the conspiracy theory. I should have read a bit more. I apologize for wasting everybody's time. 5 minutes right there. Rest in peace. I got too excited. I shot for the stars and I fucking missed. But we are now going to go on to the new incursion system. Destination Niskara. Can I copy and paste into Notepad? I'm not allowed to paste in Notepad. Okay. So, destinations, the transiting reality spell effect. You cannot fight or be damaged while transiting between realities. 10-second cast time. And I don't know exactly, shit, I gotta put transiting realities above that. So, transiting realities, you're clearly teleporting somewhere. It gives you every protection, and I think they're making incursions instanced after what happened last time. I don't know how long incursions are gonna stay instanced for in this case, but clearly incursions are part of the game. And I don't know exactly what these new incursion system will be. I don't want to speak factually and say incursions are absolutely incursions, but transiting between realities. It's here. It's coming. And like these destinations are interesting because their icons are from fucking the achievement system. So they're using Wrath of the Lich King, Wrath of the Lich King achievements, but they're using the achievements from the future essentially. Shit, I'm not gonna talk about that one yet. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. But the destinations, what exactly are these places? We know these are demon realms. I talked about this in my video, but essentially demons. I personally think that they saw what happened with incursions, chose to give it a rename, and they're probably just going to make it be, yeah, they use the incursion system on world bosses as well. So, but what zones would even become these locations? Niskara, Vosh, Aranat, Zalruk, and Ivasilia Oh, Ivasilia. I'm not sure how you'd pronounce these. But very clearly, there is systems or locations that are going to be added. Are they going to use existing locations in game? Are they going to make little side pockets? Like, where are these locations and how do you, like, what are they like? What is the quality of them? I don't think so. Because then why would they call them demon names? That's my thing, is if it was like dragons, why isn't it like, I guess going to Niskara to kill Doomlord Kazakh could be correct. And then Ivasilia could be... That is an interesting take, Daniel. I didn't think of that. I don't know if it would be instanced. Like, that's the thing. I don't think it is instance zones for world bosses. I don't think that is correct. Because we own... I mean, it could be. I'm not sure if it is, though. I'm not sure. Honestly, it could be any kind of potential system. I think it's Incursions version 2. But if it's not Incursions version 2, then I don't know what it could be. Destination. Oh, wait. Interesting. Vosh Aranas had some more info, DATAMINING. Destination Vosh Aranas. The rift is destabilizing. 5 minutes remaining. So it is an incursion location. I was right. Interesting. So, the rift is destabilizing. 5 minutes remaining. So these new incursions might be dailies. It could be one of those 4 different regions. You're not wrong, Exo. So they could place them around the world, like essentially the 4 corners, and it's got a timer. So you have to get in and get out. So it's not long. Interesting. They're genuinely, essentially reinventing incursions for next phase. Let me see if they added any new demons or monsters to fight. Legacy of Valor. Swim area trigger. I'll check that. Frigidar scale. Volcanic unrest. Look what I just discovered. Interesting. Teleport. So the epochs end. So, okay, now we gotta discuss epochs fucking end. Holy shit. I'm jumping too much because there's so much shit to fucking go through. They've said we know the world bosses are going to be instants. The Outlands for Ashbringer. I don't think we're going to Outlands for the Ashbringer, but that could be interesting. God damn, they're adding so much. Like, I'm genuinely, like, surprised at how much is coming. Like, it's not even permanent feign death. What the fuck is permanent feign death? That's kind of funny. I'm looking for a specific thing here. Give me a second, guys. Somebody said that there was a new world boss. I got DATAMINING recently. You know, there's no new world boss, so that's not true, but okay. God damn. So much, not enough fucking time. Khonshu, Epoch's End. Oh yeah, the boss kill currency one. Yeah, I'll cover that in a second. That was the next part. Tarnished Undermine Real. This Lost Isles currency is slowly being phased out of circulation, but it still enjoys a very favorable exchange rate through the Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. Tarnished Undermine. They're adding the fucking Undermine to the game? Or the Undermine currency, so Goblins in STV Part 3? It's literally a brand new fucking item. Wait, the Undermine is being referenced in Season of Discovery, and it's a new currency that you can have a stack of 100 of. This is what comes from phase 3 of STV, but max stack of 100 doesn't make sense. Okay. World PvP or boss currency? See, I don't know. That's an interesting question. So why is Kazan currency? It could be. But then why is Undermine currency being used in why is Undermine currency, Goblin currency being used in the BlackRock Eruption event? It would make sense for the Goblins to use it in STV. It could also be Wild Offerings 2.0. So these are the 4 options for the Tarnished Undermine Reel. They're adding too much content for people to keep track of, I'm not going to lie. And Dungeon Delver, anything new on endgame reputation recipes? Not as of now, no. There's no new recipes data mined yet, but there is definitely a lot of them, just not as of this moment. Kind of smart way to deal with the bot, to be honest. Make a separate card that requires a lot of game time with raiding, etc. to get. Yeah, it is very anti-bot mechanic. It's bind and pick up too, so you can't trade it either way. Morning Sativa. Ooh, 4-hour ST. Ah, yikes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you. That's super sucky. I'm not going to lie. Goblin and Worgen race incoming. I don't think so, but it would be funny. But I do agree with Harma. This could be a neutral Goblin City reputation currency. I really want to talk about this, but I have no clue. This is very out of pocket. It says boss kill give currency. And every time you kill a boss, you get 2. So sounds like that's the STV phase for currency, with the whole Lost Hours currencies being phased out. I don't think so, because it shows here boss kill gives currency x2. So every time you kill the boss, you get 2 of them. So that means it might be a dungeon thing. Like it might be like a dungeon like vendor. To get your dungeon gear, you have to get the tokens to go buy your dungeon gear. Does that make sense? I think that's the case. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. I need a drink too while I'm sad. I've been talking so long, my throat's kind of parched. Parched, as they say. It might be like a version of Valor. I don't think so. You can only have 100 capped anyway, so it's interesting. It's a new GDKP. No, Daniel. Lost Isle is Undermine. It's the old Goblin homeland. I don't know if it's still the Goblin homeland, because the laws changed a few times. It's interesting. I think this is Wild Offerings 2.0. I'm not sure though. So this is the new weapon for druids. The new benediction. We're just moving on because it's kind of like a wonky place to like think about. They haven't done anything with Undermine in like a decade and a half. They've completely scrapped it. So the fact that they're bringing it back is kind of interesting. Let me not gorge myself on M&Ms. I can eat a whole box like that. 400 calories. That's how you get fat. So, as you guys can see, Glacier right here. Critical spell damage effects have a chance to cause 100 to 175 nature damage every 3 nearby enemies. And then, of course, you have critical healing spell effects have a chance to heal up to 3 nearby allies for 200 to 350. And so Glacier is the healing balance. It's the caster version, right? So. But then you have Lyra. Melee auto attacks have a chance to steal 140 to 220 life from target enemy on hit. It's so dog shit. And Lyra is not that good. It's not bad, but it's honestly an okay weapon. It's got some cool things. Drain health modifier. Like it depends on the chance. If it's 100% chance, it's really good. If it's like 10% proc chance, 5%, it's meh. Lifesteal and a 5% chance is like, it's okay. It's not great, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. It does the job. I don't know, Harmon, why the currency drops. Like I said, the currency is kind of wonky. I couldn't honestly tell anybody what it is. Guardian's boots. Yeah, I can check that out. Feral heart treads, okay. Interesting. It's on the junk. Actually, I want to check something. God damn it. Now you got me curious about something. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, so no objects added. Let's look at quests. Quest is a good one. Additional filters added in patch. Apply filter. So, more star lotus. Gather 10 star lotus in the hinterlands. This is... what the fuck? More star shells. An earnest proposition. Or braces. Soul Forge braces. Okay, this is how you get your epic paladin braces, I guess. Okay, fair enough. I'm just looking up some stuff real quick. Okay, let's do... not outfit. Let's do NPCs. Here we go. Additional filters added in patch. Apply filter. Dr. Bones. Consumables and skill books level 63 NPC. So, Harrison Bones Sunken Temple loot. Now these are for the PTR though. Test work Konsu Night Traveler. Archmage Bones. Arcanos the Cursed. Tier 0.5. Major Domo got Escaped Corehound. Dukai Draxus. Wandering Swordsman. Orthas, a Dwarven Spirit. Sulfuron Smuggler. The Undermarket. So those Kazani coins, those undermined coins are actually more interesting than we gave them credit for. Frigidar, Elemental, Dwarf-sized Ghoul, Sebastian Jurgens. Holy shit, they're adding the Isle of Dr. Lapidus? Is this the Isle of Dr. Lapidus? Holy fuck, they're adding the Isle of Dr. Lapidus to the game. Zandalar Confessor's Mantle. Gee, what the fuck is this new quest lines they're adding? Black Market Bootlegger, the Undermarket, is a new fucking reputation. The Undermarket? Trademaster Kovic. Right, I know that. Let me go back here. Deep diving these files is fucking stupid as shit. Holy fuck. Sebastian Jurgens, the Mad Doctor. Paragon, the Undermarket. So the Undermarket is a singular quest. So they're doing more with the Undermarket. Description, they call themselves the Undermarket. Cutthroat traders that will sell, move, trade just about anything for the right price. Interesting. No, the Undermarket's being expanded upon. The Undermarket was a PTR questline they added for runes, and now there's way more Undermarket characters being added to the game. Montrose. Look how many Undermarket people they're adding. Let me just look this up. Montrose. Wow, classic. Age Core. Why does this guy drop Age Core leather gloves? Why is that even on his fucking loot table? Okay. Interesting. So, guys. New reputation faction to farm. Undermarket. Cutthroat. Mercenaries. Bootleggers. Over a dozen new named NPCs. Like, holy shit, guys. Okay, so now we're a whole new fucking reputation. Because why not, right? Why the fuck not? Let's just ball. Squire Cuthbert, the Destructor's Wrath, Demon. Is an oil rig. Why is there an oil rig as an NPC? Why is this an NPC? Offshore. Offshore. They're adding the Undermarket as some like interconnection from the goblins of the Undermine to the mainland. And Hellhound, it looks pretty real, by the way. And arenas look very real. Right now, I'm deep diving the fucking Undermarket. Okay, wait. So the new currency, the Undermine Real. What the fuck are you meant to be? Dreadlord attack. Interesting. Oh, she's pretty. So there's literally I don't fucking know what I'm cooking right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The Undermine Trader is part of the Undermarket. So Undermine Trader is a legit person that's from the Undermine, which is the new currency, the new vendor. So okay. What the fuck am I even cooking right now? Holy shit. They're just I don't actually know what I'm cooking. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. All I know is they didn't just add. They added two new reputations, the Undermarket and Undermine Trader. Or and Undermine. The goblins are a big factor. The goblins are very important in this war. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Several, like, dozen new, like, NPCs. Konsu's, like, interesting as shit. We have the Mad fucking Doctor. Okay, I just data mined a new raid in Season of Discovery. The Storm Cliffs raid. What the fuck? Look at this. Instance type raid, number of players 40, zone ID, brand new, added in patch 1.15.3. Storm clips. There's no music available. Is this meant to be like the Undermine zone? The Tainted Scar, 1.15.3. Zone ID 15532-531. So we have new zones with a max amount of players being 40. Its instance type is called a raid. The Tainted Scar and the Storm Cliffs. So are these two new fucking raids in the game? Are they just classified as raids for some reason? Might be the Azure Ghost raid for the Storm Cliffs. That makes sense. So actually, that's actually perfect sense. That makes so much more sense. Thank you for that one, Nathira. I was like tweaking here. Okay. New instance. Yeah, and the Tainted Scar is, yeah, no, holy shit, thank you. I was tweaking for a second. I don't know what the Great Sea would be. Interesting. Okay, that calms me down. Still doesn't explain these other NPCs, though. This was added at the last expansion. Demonfall Canyon. Instance type zone. Zone ID 15475. Demonfall Canyon. Interesting. That's another zone. It's considered a zone. Okay, just like there's a whole bunch of new shit here. It's kind of tweaking. And do we think that one of these factions will be tied to the BRM event? Probably. Yeah. Tainted Scar is Kazakh. That's fair. But Demonfall Canyon. And some of these may be tied to these new, to the BRM events, Zienzia, but I'm not sure exactly what is tied to what. Interesting. Yeah, so this was the previous patch, so that's not new. Let's just pick engineering. Can you let me fine tune this? Yeah, no. Yeah, it's so the Storm Clips is absolutely just as Yogos' instance. Um it could be. I wouldn't be surprised actually. But one second, my son's at my fucking office door. He wants something. I'm not sure what that is. What? I gave my son M&Ms. Grinchy Games? Hello, brother. Sorry. I took an M&M break for a moment. Will I let my son play WoW? Abso-fucking-lutely. Fish for me. I may try them sometimes, Grinchy. But going back here. The reputation, the oil rig. So we have an oil rig in the game, and the undermarket and undermine are now being expanded upon. So goblins are very important currency-wise. Is this tied to fate to STV though? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm kind of fucking lost here. I'm gonna have to do some research. Why is there an oil rig NPC added in 1.15? How do I choose a map from above though? Maybe if I full screen this. Oh. It won't let me cheese the system. Tried to get my little brother to do it, but he was way more into Gmod. Gmod was a good game back in the day for sure. Holy shit. What the fuck, man? Sebastian Jurgen's Mad Doctor. Where does he drop from, though? So he's a brand new NPC. Sebastian Jurgen's Mad Doctor. Probably part of a new rune or something. That's like... They've added over a... Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, bro. It could just be like the oil rig, this goblin stuff is all off the coast of STV. He does look like the guy in STV, but he's a new NPC. There's nobody else in WoW called this guy Badger. He's genuinely straight up a new addition to WoW. Sulfuron Smuggler in the Undermarket. Permanent Feign Death. I'm not even sure what the fuck this is meant to be. Swim Area Trigger. Which makes it so everybody starts swimming in a 50,000 yard area. So... Frigidar Scale. Periodically trigger spell. So why is volcanic unrest making a comeback in Season of Discovery? It's a SOM thing, volcanic unrest, health increased by 100%. And so volcanic unrest is back for Molten Core, right? So overall, pretty intriguing shit right here. And then this is for the world boss. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take a little break and I'm gonna go over the things I initially wanted to go over because I just deep dive off the schizo fucking like end of randomness. Goddamn. Okay, I'm gonna show everybody the new world boss. This is the new world boss. 1.15. Summon Sandworm. He has way too many mechanics and his scale is nutty. And I'm pretty sure this is a world boss. I would put money on that it's a world boss. And you know, the heat one is definitely for Molten Core. But I'm gonna move on from that because I just discovered a lot of shit. Now I gotta go cook a video after the stream. And I gotta make a video titled New Reputation, New Quest Lines, New Currency. Because I discovered it. Someone's gonna steal this shit and like make it themselves. Like, it's what it is. But sorry, let me scroll down a bit so you guys can see the sandworm. As you can see, ginormous sandworm. He summons baby sandworms. He has a whole bunch of mechanics. This could technically be a rune, but I doubt it. Just the scale of it and the set of it. Like, I don't see this being a singular rune by itself. This is probably part of some greater quest line at a worst case instead of being a world boss. But I think this is a world boss, in my personal opinion. At Sativa, sadly, no. There is no Wowhead just dropped the article. There's no way Wowhead just dropped an article. World of Warcraft Classic. Oh, okay, Dad. Okay. Making me look bad. What was the last thing WoW had posted? Grumpy X's world record and Axramus. This is the war within PTR, so no, they didn't post anything. My man had me shook to the bone. But as you guys can see, Sandworm, Submerged, Visual. And then these were the elementals, the buffs I was saying earlier. Like the Demon Slaying, Dragon Slaying, Beast Slaying, Human Slaying. Every kind of slaying you can think of, there's a buff for it for Hunters. 3% damage. When you target it, you just get 3% raw flat damage increase. So it's a good buff for Hunters. Part of the tier set, I think it's solid. But and this is the new world buff, Wanderer's Resolve. 10% increased movement speed and 15% raw stat increase. Just across the board, flat stat increase. So, and it's a cumulative, it stacks with other things. So if you have a bunch of stats that all increase all together, it's not going to be, it's really good. It's a very fucking good world buff. Because all stats also increases crit, I'm pretty sure, and like hit and everything else, I'm pretty sure. But it might just be raw stats like Agi, Stam, etc. But man, I'm really interested in the undermarket now. I wish there was more information. God, they've added so much new stuff. Is that the ZG buff? Are you sure? It was added in 1.15 and there's no other version of it. WoW Classic Zul'Gurub buff. It's literally a redo of the ZG buff. Why did they rename it? Oh, I know what it is, guys. Holy shit. The Wanderer's Resolve is temporary. They're hiding what the buff is. Okay, that makes sense. They're probably hiding like the doctor's name. I gotta scroll all the way back because I have 30 billion fucking tabs. The doctor's name was Sebastian Jurgen, the Mad Doctor. I'll paste it for you. Interesting character though. That's a really high quality model for a random NPC. You know, the stats are very placeholder for sure. Stats are absolutely placeholder. But they've gone really ham with these new NPCs they're adding in Phase 4. They added tier 0.5 as a fucking human NPC. What the fuck are you meant to be? Wandering Swordsman, added in patch 1.153. What is this bastardized gear? This is the worst thing I've seen in my goddamn life. Fallen Knight. This is probably a Rune Quest NPC, probably. Astral Projection. Classification Elite, type Humanoid, location unknown. I swear I saw him in the Badlands. God, I wish these NPCs had like more stuff to them. Like they're all just... Yeah. Edwy Copperbolt. Like all these NPCs are so hidden that I have no idea what they are. Like look at this Pleo. And they all have the same placeholder fucking human body. Oh wow, head's not loading. Here we go. Numi. New NPC. She's dressed well. Guys, they're cooking. That's the best thing I can say. Oh shit, look at this new NPC they added. Dalton's horn. Sound Dalton's horn to summon your squire. It's a relic. Paladins? Squire Cuthbert. Is he new to the game? You have to help him get his gear and then gear him out and everything. So Paladins now get a squire. That's cool. I'm really happy for Paladins. Hey, congrats Paladin players. You all get a squire now. Let's add that. Why not? Well, I don't know if your squire's gonna take your armor from you, Grinchy, but like you get a squire now. And there's an epic version of which you can upgrade as well. Amazing, amazing shit. Hey, I saw the druid astral form though. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, what does he do? He assists you in combat, Grinchy. I mean, Zero. He assists you in combat. That's about it. Trying to see what it looks like. But let me do something right here. Spells are a good way of determining some data mine shit. Detect large objects beneath the sand. So this is how you summon the sandworm, I think. Oh, there's even more locations. Destination Jengar. So I was wrong about there being 4 locations. There's now 5 of them. Jengar as well. I completely missed it. Let's see. Infinite Midnight. We already discussed Infinite Midnight. Interrupt. Item Crusader's Wrath proc. Item the Furious Storm proc. Interesting new items. 6% chance on melee auto attack and 4% chance on spellcast. Increase your damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by up to 95 for 10 seconds. That's a nice fucking You guys want to see the arena info? Yeah, I got you guys. I've been going back and forth across a whole bunch of different situations and things, so for new viewers, it's a little all over the place, but I'll show you guys real quick. I gotta scroll to the right section. Yeah, so I'll open the arenas tab. So you have Astral Perfect Victory, which is Astral Perfect Victory is a duel against Khonshu. And Khonshu is this person right here. And this is, I think, the PvE element of it. But it's separate from the other thing, because you have Astral Perfect Victory right here. The other one is actually called Arena Victory. And Arena Victory also comes with Legacy of Valor. It's a 4-hour buff, which makes me think arenas and SOD can only last 4 hours. So whilst you're in the Valor Arena, or whatever they're going to call it, you have 4 hours capped, would be the guess. Again, I'm not exactly sure, but you guys can see right here, Arena Victory, Quest Start, and it's a specific location. As you can see, there's 4 different things of it. So arenas are now in-game, but we don't know how to trigger them. We don't know where they start. We don't know where to find them. We don't know anything about them aside from arenas are in-game now. And they've added them to the game. And that's it. We can tell that the script is from TBC itself, because it shows you where it comes from, server-side script, etc., stuff like that. But it's, everything else, we're literally like raw dogging the imagination. But arenas are in-game. Will they be in phase 4? I don't know. If they're gonna add arenas to phase 4, we better fucking test it, otherwise it's gonna be broken as shit. There is no chance arenas come to the game without some level of testing. If they just add arenas in and be like, go have fun, most people aren't gonna have fun. So there needs to be some PTR testing of arenas so we at least know what they feel like. Where was I? Let's keep scrolling. This is magic damage dealt by 1%. It's a random ass fucking... Arenas for rank 10 to rank 14, please. In Classic, no chance it's balanced. It's, there's no chance it's gonna be balanced. I think it has to be a PvE system, like a PvE arena system, because if they add PvP arena, like, all I'm saying is nobody's going to have fun. I want to check something. Epoch's End is a disgusting weapon. I'm gonna see something. Handbook of Meat Hook. So that's how warriors learn Meat Hook. It's just the skill book you pick up. So that's how we get the Meat Hook thing. So skill books are back. The account-wide Chip Drakefire Amulet. This one was already been data mined, so... Otherworldly Treasure. So Warlocks get new versions. Level 55. What's in it? We don't know what's inside the new Warlock treasures, but Warlocks get a new treasure. I'm gonna full screen this for a second so we can like scroll through it a little faster. Is there like a way of doing it by... Here we go. Oh, yeah. Eye level. This is the old PvP gear. It's still kind of shitty comparison to MC gear. So then MC gear comes here. Eye level 67. But the MC gear is not updated. Actually, you know what? Let me do something. Here we go. Type. There we go. Magister's bindings. Trying to sort by fucking uniqueness. There we go. Wait. So this is all the boxes for the gear. Bloodstained Commendation, gain 250 honor. That's already in game. This, yep, 1.5. Necrotic Runestone. Tarnished Undermined Wheel. Helm. All the new runes. All the skill books. A lot of new skill books, I'm not gonna lie. Prophecy. Scroll through all of this. Let's keep going. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of like new stuff absolutely being like overloaded onto us. I just don't know what like everything's like end goal is here. A lot of this stuff looks really fucking cool, but at the same time, a lot of it's pretty fucking like wildly random. Sad thing is none of the gear's stats have been updated. They're keeping the gear stats hidden for now, so we can't actually see the updated stats. I like that there's 4 versions of the gear now. That's really great for me, in my opinion. I'm really happy about that. So every class gets their own gear now. So there's like so many different sets you can turn in. Not yet. There's no data mining about Thunder Fury as of now. Quotation marks now, keep in mind. This will change in time. And you know, arenas are gonna be fun as fuck, but I'm just saying it right now. Ain't nobody having a balanced arena. That shit's going to be like the most unbalanced shit in existence. I'm here for it. Don't balance it. Let's just have fun. Add it in and let's all fucking kill each other with the shittiest fucking... in the most unbalanced way possible. Blade of Hannah. Let's see. Sadly, not as much new gear yet, but they are keeping things hidden, so we have to keep that in mind. These are the only 4 weapons, okay. So consumables, otherworldly treasure, we already looked at this. Portal tuner, overcharge a legion portal. What the fuck, man? I told you guys destinations are a thing. Okay. Legion Portal Tuner. Connect a Falscar to a world deep in Legion space. May have unpredictable and dangerous effects. We're literally invading Legion worlds. This is the incursions of Phase 4. I have proof. Legion Portal Tuner. You saw it here first in the Ebonheart stream. I'm actually making a tweet about this. You know what? Fuck it. Okay, you know what? You know what? Let's go on Twitter. X.com at Advent. Are these Legion portals in phase 4 the new incursions? Wait, let me grab one of the destinations. Because you know what? Fuck it, let's tweet Agram. Let's see what he says. You know what? Fuck it. I'm liking my own tweet. Judge me. Judge me. I'm liking my own tweet. Anyways, I gotta go all the way back. Will we see Master Illidan? I don't think we're seeing Illidan in one of these worlds. I don't think so. Okay. Jesus fuck. God damn, guys. What the fuck is all this new shit? So just the new Eye of Sulfurus. So it's only the new Sulfurus as of now. So in this moment, they've kept a lot of things secret. Oh look, here's the tier set. Priest, Mage, Warlock. So this is the new tier set in... So guys, this is the tier set. I found the tier set, the Incandescent Bindings. This is Priest, Mage, Warlock. Capture the Echo of a powerful denizen of Stratholm, only usable on corpses. Damage undermine supply crate. Oh, look! This dented and damaged crate looks like it quite literally fell off the back of a Zeppelin. So Undermine is the next version of the supply, like the Stormwind, the Alliance, and the Orgrimmar, the Durotar supply thing, the quests. I forget that stuff. Echo of Dathrohan. Damn, we get to kill Dathrohan again? He's a piece of shit. Grand Crusader Saidan Dathrohan was one of the first 5 paladins, along with Uther, Turalyon, Tyrion, and Gavinrad. Interesting shit overall. I don't know what the fuck we're slowing down, but like all I'm saying is this is some wild goddamn shit. Echo of Neruben Khan. Goddamn, we're fighting a lot of Scourge shit. Okay, so no currencies as of yet. Scourge Shadow Chapel. They're adding a lot of new items, but overall, this shit's just all over the goddamn place. I don't even know what the fuck they're cooking. All I know is they're cooking pretty fucking aggressively. And we are literally looking at probably some of the most wildest shit. Any new enchanting recipes? No, not right now. Everything is still hidden. I'm trying to break through how they they classify these things. And it just takes me back. Yeah, we already looked at this. This is the OG Thunder Fury. This is just the oh, god damn it, it's so frustrating. Because WoW doesn't even have access to the whole thing. Still fucking cooking this shit. There's so much. I'm like, it's maybe we're going to get also maybe in Caverns of Time, Jaina and Uther help Arthur in the culling doesn't become the Lich King. Something is also telling me we are getting legendary cards on quest I want to win the Nax after walking to the Night Elf Mage. Absolutely, I agree with you. But I could totally be wrong. Motivate me, prob not, but if it is for PvP, it'll be 1v1 like dueling, phase 4 hype. I wonder if they'll add shoulder runes or they will stop at cloak. They might add shoulder runes. I'm not sure. Database. How else can I find stuff? Here we go. I'm trying to see if there's any recolors. Let's usable by class. Let's do apply filter. Ah, look at the new shit. Here we go. It's so wonky getting the right fucking numbers. That's what's his name's weapon. That's not working. Hey Ebenhard, hope your day is going well, but sorry late to the stream. You're good, Josh. Thank you. I appreciate everybody for stopping by, checking out, helping out. You know, nobody has to come here immediately. I appreciate everybody's support and help. You guys are all amazing. What's the best way to get gold? I'm excited for Red to have wings. Incursions. Do them before they nerf the incursions, because incursions are going to be dailies in phase 4. Nix, I found so much. Holy shit, you have no idea. Okay. New incursion system. Transiting realities. Demon world. You have 5 minutes in these demon worlds. These demon planes are amazing. Epoch's End, where you're traveling in fucking time to fight the Epoch Ender. There's a new currency called the Undermine Reel, and the reel is part of this like new system. They have a giant oil rig off the fucking coast. Where is it? The Undermarket and the Undermine. They have an oil rig. Does a new named NPC. There's a new vendor called Pix Zigzix, the Undermine Trader. Goblins are super important. I don't know if this is part of STV Part 3, Blackrock Eruption. Are they global? It's now also tied to so there's now a new reputation at max level. You don't just get to get exalted with the previous reputation. There's now a new reputation to grind for the max level supply crates. We have the instance locations. We found the instances names. Storm Cliffs, Tainted Scar. There's Demonfall Canyon, another instance dungeon zone. I gotta go back a bit. We have arenas. The Astral Perfect arenas, the PvE arenas, and PvP arenas. New world buff. New challenges and old dungeons and stuff like that. Whole new, like, they've added so much gear. It's like this. They've added not just gear, they've added so much to the game. It's insane. I'm straight up not going to lie. It's obscene what we now have access to. I'm just straight up losing my fucking mind. Yeah, it's insane. But guys, I do actually have to end the stream soon so I can make a video later. And then I have to go make dinner for my family and all this stuff. I will try to do a longer stream sometime soon, maybe like a 6-hour stream, maybe one day. I know, Eben, you're in the stream 2 hours, 3 hours, it's not much, we want more. I'm sorry. I will try to do longer streams in the future, but I do have work and shit I need to get back to. So thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate everybody for sticking around, supporting the stream, hanging out. If you're liking the stream, please consider subscribing and then liking the stream. Become a YouTube member if you want to. I'd appreciate that. If you're on Twitch, please consider dropping a Twitch Prime. Or if you're on YouTube, please consider going to Twitch and dropping a Twitch Prime. Check out my Twitter. Join the Discord. Like, again, thank you everybody. You guys are all amazing. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you all for hanging out. Seriously, you guys are amazing. I could not have asked for a better community. I will see you guys, maybe not tomorrow, but I will see you guys 100% on Thursday. So thank you all. Ebenhard out. You guys have a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening.